up, everybody? How you all doing? Hope you're having a lovely time. Lovely Thursday, I should say. And yes, I am able to be heard. Welcome, one and all, and welcome especially to the newer people on one of the platforms. Um, yes, I am ZappoQX, also known on the Beam Discord, uh, BMaxDan, which is stands for Beacon Max. And yeah, I am your host for G Stream, and hopefully getting towards the end. Uh, way delayed on getting to the end. Let's see, what else do I need? Oh, I do need this. Shame on me for being delayed as it was. Although, to be fair, I had add this and get it done with. I had a major delay come up uh with something, so I had to kind of deal with that for a bit before I could even get on. But once I dealt with it, I was good to go. Cool. And so here we are getting on Final Fantasy 16. Hopefully finish it. Been on it for a long while, but much like what happened with Final Fantasy 15, that was the same way too. That I was on it for a long while, but 15, I'm pretty sure I was on it for like over a year. But then again, that one had more like a three. I think it had like a 2 or 3 month hiatus. Okay, sure. So yeah, I just need to finish up a couple of remaining side quests, and then hopefully I can just make my way towards the end.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
Oh gosh, you.
You? So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
Yeah.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life. That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both.
Why did Josh sound like he was, like, tired?
All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
I'm sure. Didn't turn something on all the way, I just realized. You. Yep, cool. And that should be it. Yes. Oh. And you. Okay. So many different locations. So that goes well beyond where we've been. Oh, there you are.
Let's go.
And then this way? Yes.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Oh, sure. Guess we're doing this. Against the curl, no less.
What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help. Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
Ooh.
I'll take care of that.
Hmm. Dang it. I thought I dodged time.
Nice try. Get him.
Dang it. Okay. Let's start going at it. Ugh. Dang it. Yeah. That could have gone better, though.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came. You saved us. Again!
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are. Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we? The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's save that for the ceremony.
Let's go over here, refill, and then...
Praise be to the heavens.
I should be able to finish up.
What is it you want?
Wait,
Good tide to you.
I need the store over here.
Sorry for all the trouble.
This is all we have. Well, if you're sure you need it.
I got 2 places I need to be in.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Let's see what this one was about.
This should be the path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Torgal?
Oh,
And here's our welcoming party.
Did not like that. How dare you make me waste it? Okay.
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave?
That way.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Ise, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Ise's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave, and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him, of how her people had met and cared for Issei, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the Heir of Hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Heir of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vair, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Issei's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vair? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Issei's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Now we have to go that way.
Good girl.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
You deserve a rest.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
Man, you're motivational.
Ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
Maybe. Maybe not, actually.
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations, or got his lackeys to do it for him.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
Ashula, wait. I don't know the words.
Don't worry, there aren't many of them. We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive.
Oh no. Oh no.
My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walyas's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
And you didn't give me anything, so I hope I'm not interacting for it.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Please finish it.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
Why do I get the sense that she's like, well, I think he's ready.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walias, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Samuel can teach you the ways of the world.
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walias as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
Before going back, though, I would like to finish the equipment.
We must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Walias has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Yes?
Right. Okay. And then the other one. Okay.
Better than you. Done.
better than you. Will that do you?
And then I thought we had one more for the sword beyond the knife.
A good tide to you.
And Tidebringer.
What is it you want?
Let's see, Tide Strike, but... And I have that. What am I missing for Tidebringer? I also apparently need Fool's Gold, but...
A good tide to you.
Mm. I thought there was one more. Well, anyways, I guess I just need to... see, execution at any time, regardless of recovery status. Well, let me at least finish up that
Yes?
Fool's Gold, but I have to actually find uh the Fool's Gold. Why do I gotta find Fool's Gold? Mm. What's gonna be the best place that might have it? Maybe where rivers meet? Or Maiden's March? Ow. Damn. Don't make it easy, do they? Hmm. Okay. Huh. I missed that. Okay. I mean, there's one of those, there's two ways to do it.
Ready, go?
Now let me make sure if I'm yep, okay.
Mistakes. Straight home now.
Really? Nope, it's not gonna let me until I get rid of that. Mm-hmm. Okay, enough. Ah. What the? There. No, you don't. Hmm. That was a little awkward. Okay. I hear it. Ah, there you are.
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell.
Actually, you know what? Before I do, yeah, that was rude. Okay. Wonder if I can only hear the sound when I'm near it on foot versus being as riding on a chocobo.
You don't reckon Shula's thinking of his
Yes? I'd like to see another smith do better.
Mm-mm. I'm not sure if it's worth trying to get every accessory for that particular. Well, actually, no, I take it back. I guess it is technically needed if I want to go through the gates. So I guess at some point I'm going to have to get Aquamarine. But, you know, maybe better for me to just kind of like finish up the game where I'm at. I'm pretty sure I'm more than ready anyways.
A good tide to you.
Especially since I'm level 51. New missive. Of course there is. You know. Have all these ones I know that I would have to purchase from vendors. At this rate, I probably have enough to purchase almost every single one from a completionist standpoint.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. What subject shall we consider today?
I am so close to level 8, and yet... What the heck? How am I missing?
You are always welcome, Clive.
I'm gonna guess maybe because I have to do the very last story piece. I assume. Oh, is it? Hmm. The challenges are so darn difficult. Mostly because like Garuda is like it you are not powerful for damage. You are great for breaking, but you are not powerful for damage. And yet I'm stuck to use you in those instances. Right. That Tonberry knife. So broken looking. I mean, I kind of like both Fallen Enforcer and Omega Weapon. And this is Everdark. Ice Brand. Tide Strike. Bright Burn. Grindstone. Flame Tongue. Stormcry. Masamune. Ragnarok. Coral Sword. Excalibur. Excalibur. Runeblade. Diamond Sword. Platinum. Imperial. Broadsword. Gaia. um. I'm going to California.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Ultima meeting Excalibur. Mm. What is this travesty that has become of men? Fool! There is no travesty in the creation of myself. Why, long ago, I was but a young man. I was seeking someone to actually properly wield me. When I came across someone that was reluctant to call me a weapon, called me more of a friend, and I was with him until the end, and never once did he use me as a weapon. What manner of being is this?
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to
You know, I need to tell you a story once from long ago, where I encountered someone you remind me of. That's about how I figure it goes.
Yes, my lord? Have care, my lord.
Anything else? Nope.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, about that. Let's see, and I should have this cleared. Yep, all of that cleared. I should have every single
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
patron
Your
whisper
benefactors
gift.
are a
Yep.
generous lot. Come again. I may have more for you.
And missing nothing.
List, do you? Quick look. Think you can help?
You, I need to clear out.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world. I have the details here. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Alright. I think I got it. Let's see. And I'm going in way overloaded. That is crazy that the knife is that much. I mean, realistically speaking, Tonberry knife is like only just slightly more attack power than Defender +2. But for almost being double of the Omega weapon on break, it's like, I don't know. I almost want to test it first on something that could handle it. Actually, I could, couldn't I? Let's find it out right now. Let's see. What is a good one to test with? Eh, close enough. Oh, wow. Wow. That's just the sword.
Too slow.
That is just purely the sword. Oh! Oh! All right. No. Where is it? No. Oh, right. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, wow. That was unexpectedly powerful. Hmm. To go to the boss fight and insult him with a tonberry knife, or to come in with the actual Omega weapon. Feel like going in with Omega is just kind of I mean, yeah. I get a lot more attack power, which might make the fight just a scotch quicker. That's true. Let him. Let's make sure he has at least a chance. I'm already probably going to be going through with the most efficient of styles. I still find it funny that they call Giga Flare Chad Flare or Giga Chad Flare. You know, not that it makes a difference, but I just feel like might as well. Yeah, and mastery doesn't do anything. Yeah, it just okay. I'll do it as is. Let's make sure. To the end.
Make sure you do this time. Oh, and while you're at it. Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this. Well, behave yourself, Mitt.
We'll see.
Like, wait, what's this hugging thing?
So,
someone that barely knows me.
And what does Tyre have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Tyre. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
Damn. Damn.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before. So just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
And then we'll regale you of our tale.
That is all?
Not quite. Jill.
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him. And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Oh, really? I won't have Torgal for this. Well, I guess I have a piece of equipment I can change out now.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
I'll be back. I promise. I love you, Jill.
Not now, Windows. You know, the beauty of my sound system is you don't get to hear system sounds, and that one was... There was a system sound here.
I know. I love you too.
Finally says it instead of being like in a weird moment. There's the classic fanfare song. Wow, y'all are here too? Didn't realize that.
Now, we have a god to kill.
That is such a plain line, and yet in this particular moment is such a freaking cool line. Like, it's more plain in mundaneness. Took me this entire game to realize they never say like by the gods or anything like that. It's founder. And Gregor, yeah, you're right. Didn't think about that. That must be hard to maintain without the full icon.
It's going to make us a way in.
Hop it. Oh. Cool, we're doing this for sure. And I am probably about to have some massive encoding lag, as I could see. Graphics card is trying hard.
So this is Origin.
Maybe if things go well, I'll end up having a newer graphics card that can handle this all on one PC. And even if not, I'll probably end up doing the whole dual PC thing if nothing else.
Where it all begins. Our arc.
But in a special way.
Your architect.
There you are.
Fool! Sorry.
It was here that we slumbered. Here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last.
Here's one little question. Technically, he is an icon.
Now we shall be truly complete.
Shouldn't he be possible to absorb without getting all the negatives?
Well,
There's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
Oh.
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
We're definitely doing this. Maybe better to fuse? I'm sorry, you what? Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. Enough of this. Oh, hey, you did some damage. Wait. I think he just did like 3 times worth of everybody else's damage they received. And that was it? Yeah, fuse! You need to fuse. Use dog on it. Well, I'm glad we got all that out of the way. I summoned the spirit bomb. Try disaster. That's what you're calling it. Eh?
And you only surrendered. This unpleasantness could have been avoided.
That's a very nasty hellfire.
We have you.
Move it, Josh. Oh, seriously? Seriously? For crying out loud. Let it come down and just dodge. It's his own palace. Oh, there's more Kamehameha. Final flash? Actually fitting. He said, "Oh." That was great.
Clive! Clive! No.
He's not dead, you fool. Just caught off guard. You know, if you guys fused and in theory figured it out,
Did I mention you look terrible?
That makes two of us.
you probably could have just used like all the other icon powers.
Take my hand.
I told you I'll be.
Come on.
Time's running out.
Thank you.
Press on.
Always.
Oh, okay. I doubt that, but okay. Let's see. Actually, that's also a good point. Probably best to save while I can. Avoid that very long fight that I didn't even really participate in.
Sorry about Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same. Should we stop?
Because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
I suppose we are.
That's still funny. Oh.
That light. So cold. So empty. We're close, aren't we?
It seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home.
Well, it would definitely be way worse than what's waiting for us at home. Okay.
Clive.
They can't be.
But they are. This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation. Only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
Oh no. They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
You meant for us to destroy the Mother Crystals. It's what you wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, Mythos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
The mark.
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Joshua!
And now we can become one.
Clive. Don't speak. The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
I don't care. Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance. In vain, for he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream, of creating a better world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my Not even a god might stop us.
Joshua! Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the rune does not take me, the curse will.
You don't take it, you ain't saving the world, so you'd have more problems than just using it. Plus, there is one advantage.
I have always been proud to call you my shield. But now, it is the world that needs you. Thank you, Clive, for being my brother.
Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Damien! Why? Why did you do this? Joshua! Joshua!
Use it. Use it.
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains. To empty the vessel.
Focus. Might get a copyright strike? What?
Still here. With me to the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
As we always have. And always will.
Question, is this the song that you're talking about?
On this, my sword, I swear, to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Oh, with credits. Okay. Oh, uh. Wow. 4 levels.
This is the work of my will.
Ooh! I wasn't out of the way. Didn't like that?
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation, only to find it profaned and so. It must be cleansed.
Well, you're right about one thing. I just think you're misplaced on the who.
Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because it's not so easily broken.
But it can be broken. And I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Whoa. Whoops.
Perhaps this will break you.
Oh! It's time for a payback. Too easy.
Why? What latent force feeds these flames? I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become free? No, I forbid it. You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us. I created you, all of you. And what is mine is mine to destroy.
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
And don't just use that. Use everything.
Have you learned nothing? Damned is the slave who will turn the scourge upon his master.
Oh. Ooh. Nope. Ha ha. You fool. Okay. Yeah. You sure about that? Oh. Trying to vary it up? That's exactly how it works. Oh, you jerk. Ow! $40 seconds, okay? Screw you! Think? Yes. Don't move. What in the world? Oh! There we go. Nope. Mm. Nope. Ooh. Eat it. Gotcha. Get out of my realm.
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. And so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
Well, I know enough to realize that you're no longer calling me Mythos. So you must clearly be weak if you're that afraid. Oh. Hmm. 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 Hey, Odin. Can we just, like, slice up all of that?
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete.
How?
And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Alright.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. But we have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong. Thunder roar.
Mm.
My will be done.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, now you're doing that. Alright. Got to watch out for the signs then. Garuda, got it. Don't move. Ah, God. Dang it. Ooh. I'm returning the favor. Now you're taking all of it. What's next? Sure, let's do it. Bop. You are cute. Stop it. Oh, yes, you really didn't like that. Oh, I guess that did touch me. You know, I did this a little early. Oh well. Plenty of time, right? Cool. Switch. All right.
Darkness, unending. Odin.
Onward, my son.
No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon you all.
And yet still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same. No man might stand beside me.
Whoa. I think I touched a nerve. The dodge potential was so damn high. Also for earlier. Oh. Really? You're trying for my power now? Absorb it and send it back at him.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I did not need you, you or anyone.
Then why did you pursue me?
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
I cannot end. I am the end.
Stop it. But it's not the Final Fantasy yet.
And we shall be its final witness. I said, it's over.
They should have at least. All right. Giving that little 9999 thing. You've been forever defeated. Now use Odin's sword to permanently make sure he can't come back.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up. We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it, because that is our way.
There we go.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
Well, did use just about every ability. Now, sadly, still needs to use his new one. Oh, wait, I guess he'll use it on that crystal. Or is he not going to destroy the crystal now that it's known that it does nothing? We're still not there yet, right? For like this is just flashback things, not the credit. Although this one, I don't know why, but I feel like it's more Chrono Trigger-esque in modern. That's one I feel like maybe I should try to do as a on-stream thing one day. Maybe to finally break past the curse. You tried.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. But while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. Bearers, dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames. Even if it means the end of me.
What? How will it be the end of you?
Are our terms.
You still have a chance to continue on because you haven't used the Phoenix Resurrection skill yet. think the only difference between you and Joshua at this point is the fact that only Joshua was the one that used it. So you still have one use left. If you're gonna tell me that that man decides to end himself, like, I'm sorry, but that would be stupid. Ah! And with that, so yes, sorry, all. You're gonna get instead. Let me put this on. I'll only have it for myself to the other capability of my own sound system. That music will still be going. I don't hear that music, but I hear this music. Seriously? He's actually going? That is still so dumb. I mean, I get it to not have, like, always have happy endings and stuff, but come on, really? You pigeonhole this man as being like, oh, he basically has like no limits, which is the only reason he can keep going into that form as he so pleases. Okay, but yeah, like I don't know. I think there's so many ways you could improve this ending. Because this leaves me sour. Like 15, okay, the ending was sad but expected. But I appreciated the ending of 15. This ain't it. Yeah, there was so okay, for those that don't know, there was a whole article of why there should be a sequel to 15, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, or not 15, 16. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how would there be like what? Does it end in such a way? Because I figure even if you take it out, the damage was already done. So it's just a matter of trying to rebuild past those limits. And now it's like, well, that possibility still could happen, but at the same token, how did they just make Clive effectively be the? Yeah, it was just title until we got to the end. But no, as I said, like I think this was dumb. This ending was dumb. I don't like it. I absolutely don't like it. It's almost like you messed up and this is the bad ending type thing. I mean, it still leaves the other parts up into the air about like what could happen. And I'm fine with that. It's the rest of it leading up to this. Oh gosh. I realize the name of the song that's being played right now is called So Happy. Wow. Anything but right now. No, like it's everything leading up to this, it just becomes meaningless. Okay, yes, they did fix the world, but I just mean like for the main character it becomes meaningless. So like okay, 15 was not shown dead, just tired and one hand was petrified. But that shouldn't be possible. Because that was the whole hint that they were showing for everyone else, is that anytime someone else tries to go past their own limits, they take a lot more freaking damage. And then, of course, you point out that them using their icon abilities, it keeps shortening their life. Okay, fine. But Clive's the only exception. Because, like, well, why isn't he, like, ever weakened by comparison? And Ultima answered it. And it's like, oh, so that's why Ultima wants him, is that he's the perfect vessel for him. But now, here, this vessel just pretty much says, okay, cool, I'm strong enough now to kill Ultima. And I still took damage. What? What? Like, I don't know. I think I was more inclined to the idea that, like, okay, he defeats Ultima, and it's like, oh, okay, this is the last time. What do you mean it's the last time? Oh, yeah, we're just going to use the power, and because Ultima's no longer around, all the power just drains, so you just have... Yes, he said Ultima's power was too much. He sort of did. That's why I was like, oh yeah, nice try. But I don't know, I guess I just figured, like, it's not gonna work that way, but he could at least try to revive himself, like, oh yeah, let's just blast this, use the power, and okay, well, I guess I died. Oh wait, Phoenix Resurrection. Or Phoenix Rebirth. There we go. Final usage of Phoenix. Hell, even add in, like, you know, from his brother saying, now, Clive, you did promise Jill. Like, that is where I was going with, like, you could still make it like an okay ending where it doesn't have all the good stuff, but like the ending there is like, well, how's he gonna get back? Does anybody know? You're just gonna walk? Fine, walk. Okay. Like, he just doesn't have his powers anymore. And then maybe end it with a hint of like, oh, actually, he might still have a power. Random feather fall. Like, how did he do that? He's gonna take a nap on the beach first. Ooh, excuse me. But now, if I wanted to do round 2, new game plus type thing, I can now do so. So it said that there's still one more enemy that can only be encountered anyways in new game plus. You know, I would figure new game plus is probably more like a save a game completion and then try the Arate Stone. still hard to believe that like there is potential copyright strike just for this entire like credits. Seriously? I don't know, almost reminds me of the whole time where like what was it? Oh, like there's several games where it's like, oh yeah, streamers, you're welcome to stream this game, playing your live reactions and everything. But while we start off, you are not allowed to stream effectively the last 1.5 hours of the game. Like, huh? So what do you expect these streamers to do? You just go through, you manage to get through it in a week. And then you're like, well, I guess we're on pause until they lift that whole thing, which will be in like 3 months. At least now I feel like I'll be able to get through doing more of um obscure. When I'm not busy with everything else. Now you see why Clive is my favorite protagonist, though? Okay, elaborate. For the purpose of this, said that Clive is Voss's favorite protagonist because he is just the best of the Final Fantasy Pro tags. Makes the most sense. He isn't a goody goody, exactly just practical. I don't know about that. He's the song that's playing is just more like I feel like that's supposed to be Joshua's theme. But then they've played it often as well for certain battles when it's supposed to be Clive's side. No, he is. I don't see him as goody goody. I see him as more of he sometimes will do stuff because it's like it's on the way anyway. Sure, why not? I guess. And who knows, maybe I'll actually get something out of it. But like, okay, so let me bring up a point here because I know I haven't played enough Final Fantasy games to the end, although I've seen quite a few. So Final Fantasy X, was it officially supposed to be Tidus? He, I guess, ultimately is supposed to go back to his world. He gets that. In a way, would he have rather stayed to be with the priestess? Probably. But like his ultimate goal was to return. That was at the beginning. He couldn't take it back once it became that way. So, yeah. Final Fantasy 9, in the end, main character, all he effectively wanted was just to belong, right? So it just so happens that it makes like a whole family thing with all the people that's gathered around. Eight for Squall, based on what I have seen, is just more of he really doesn't know what he wants. I hate to say it. I don't think he really knew what he wanted. Just he wanted something. And you know, well, yes, 8 is weird when I get into it. I watched Abby Girl going through Abby Girl going through that whole thing. And like, oh yeah, the reason why all of us are together is because we always have been. We were long ago. We were part of an orphanage. We were part of the same orphanage. And everybody just happened to have amnesia at the exact same time. You know, the odds is absurd. And then there was like that whole like, well, yeah, the Guardian forces causes it, yes, but it's like, isn't Irvine the only one that didn't technically have a Guardian? Like officially doesn't have a Guardian? Like the player could, but yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, overall for that one, yeah, then you have all that together, and in the end, and I could just basically have the text fly in front of me, whatever. That's like what's Squall's like main ending? I guess hiddenly to be with his with this family that he's grown closer to. Um 7. I honestly don't know because so I saw the ending for original 7 with Daikon. But I'd say his ending really is after stopping Sephiroth just to be his own self. But he was also going to be walking off with full of regrets because he kept thinking it's his fault anyways. You know what I mean? Aerith's death is his fault. The whole him taking over that whole memory deceive. I think he also feels bad that he's deceived the others, even though it was just kind of like you didn't. Yeah, but new 7 or remake 7, that is, it could have a slightly different ending. Well, the third game, we're supposed to finally find out about everything else in general. Um, because yeah, I guess like it was only starting from 7 where it probably had different ways of how it would end for the main protagonist. Um, because 1 through 6, I believe, is all effectively like general hero happy ending. Is it not? Because I believe even 6 ends up having the after years. Hmm. Oh, 4 is right. Okay. Final Fantasy 4 Shippuden. Yeah. Yeah, that actually does remind me of something, and I'll get to it at the end of this whole thing. But it's mostly about the kids. Okay. But I mean, okay, so let's take a look for a second. So 11 is online, so the story there just depends on your main character. It's effectively however. 12, you... I assume you're still together at the end. There's no, like, it just ends. Like, you know, like it ends great or worse. Hey, DJ. Nice to see you while on that platform. Well, it's still up still. 12 has a sequel? Really? Huh. Now, 13 we know is a fan became a scrapper and way less annoying. Right. Okay, but 13, we know 13 has... That one is its own, like, bottle mess. Even though it has lightning. But it still has its bottle. It still has its own mess. Like, I never reached the ending of 13. I was getting dang close, but I never reached the ending of 13. 13-2, I knew part of its drive with the fact that you still end up just playing lightning every now and then through the story. And 3 is just you are playing lightning and going through some interesting time shenanigans. So whatever. Because yeah, I know I haven't seen the ending of 13-3. But I know just briefly enough about it being some very interesting time stuff. But I think one of the weird issues for 13-3 was people kept comparing it to, it's basically like a sequel combat system to Crisis Core. 14 ends and starts a new one twice, does it not? Because I thought, like, that's the whole thing of 14 at the end of version 1 when going into version 2, A Realm Reborn. And then, you know, with all the stories and stuff, and then you have, and I think you pointed out that they go through time, so, like, not time, but worlds. Right. But I mean, in the end, they still go through different worlds, is where they end up finding out about, like, all these alternative worlds. So, yeah. So it's like, that's its own, like, yes, 14 does end multiple times. That story is over, right? As Endwalker. And then, of course, as I said, we got to 15, and the ending is like, well, he needed to sacrifice himself. The only thing that bugs me about 15, though, for that ending is he only gets to spend the rest of his life in that world with, you know, with basically his brother in arms. That is true, too. But then again, you still have to be impressed how they managed to just, like, redo the story, like, 4 different times. Stephen Critchlow and Kevin Kraft. Hmm. Hold on.
Oh. Every time.
Will you light it?
Yes, Mother. Come on. If only I had the flames of an icon.
Icon? Have you been reading that silly story again? Magic belongs in fairy tales, and fairy tales don't boil kettles. You see? Well done. Now, be a good lad and play with your brother until supper.
Come on, hurry! Hurry! Right. Right, let's play the saint in the secretary. No, I don't want to be Madu. What do you want to play then? War of the Icons! Again? Oh, right. And I get to be Ifrit. Right, I'm the older brother.
What?
Because Bahamut says so.
Final Fantasy written by Joshua Rossfield? But where one journey ends... Game clear data. Wait. And take his name in honor of him and write that book. He did kind of say that, he never really thought about writing before, but maybe afterwards it's something he would try doing. Huh. Okay. You know, that's true. Those fights didn't give any XP. I wonder if it was because of the fact that I wasn't in the DLC. New items are available at Karen's Soul.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Right, because that only completes if I deal with that icon. Okay, so let's look over this stone then. Oh, actually, before we do, let's see if it's possible to make level 8.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Oh, come on. Really?
Did you learn everything
That's
you
annoying.
needed?
That's like the bug 99% you will never get 100%. Yeah, I guess I could do that, couldn't I? And I probably could have just done it standing there, but still. Go through the list.
Good morrow to you, my friend. You wish to study the tomes?
Hello. The hell is this? Three things. Am I missing anything else? Missing a person of interest. All right, game, you got me there.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Huh?
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so?
Not again.
Is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? I'll take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
Portion of Ultima's essence. Attuning with Ultima not only neutralizes the element aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new divine abilities, such as Voice of God, a punishing attack that sends a concentrated beam of light from the heavens to scorch the very earth. Okay. Taking the ground, transforming his normal square attack into a sweeping assault capable of striking multiple nearby enemies at once. It also enhances his normal range spell into a 5-fold volley of holy arrows. In addition, pressing X allows Clive to rise up even further into the air, allowing easier access to flying enemies. Okay. Only Ultima's abilities are available during this battle.
You hear me? I will never be yours.
Oh. Channel the heavens. Deus Ex. Oh, hey, I got extra XP.
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
The Kairos Gate unlocked. Kairos Gate now acceptable. Kairos Gate is challenging endgame battle content in which Clive must delve into the very circle of hell to tackle wave after wave of familiar yet ferocious enemies. Okay. Well, I already reached the ending, so main point obtained, but it goes all the way up at the top. Changes it into the to the full symbol, huh? Okay. Oh? Okay. Hmm. Okay. The girl at the bar here?
You look like you could do with a drink. How am I getting on? Oh, about as well as you do. And it'd be worse than that. Don't tell her you heard that from... Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
If there's anything special you fancy supping on before you go, I'd be glad to make it for you. As long as it's brown.
It's him, I tell you. The Crown Prince of Sunbreak. Though I suppose he's the Emperor now.
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Look sort of... Have you had one?
Something smells good.
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
I wonder if it improved anything. Probably not.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish wish to study the tomes?
So was it the person of interest? Yep. So person of interest is done. So still need the Mystery of the Realms. All three.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Alright, let me return to desktop because it is getting pretty late and I'm going to have to force my mind to kind of wind down so that I can wake up early enough. Ish tomorrow. Ribbon cuttings and all that stuff. So yeah. With that, thank you guys for tuning in on this wonderful evening. Thank you for getting me the game, boss, and thank you all for watching, getting to the end of said game. So I guess that's a new thing, and at least I'm glad that I got to end the game on on a streaming platform before the platform went off. Talking about you, Noise. Just saying, we at Beam, it kind of pains us to see that we see that streaming service effectively start going. Especially for something that was getting so highly regarded and having its own special community. But I sure hope the community is all found regardless, either here within Beam or meeting up across all other platforms and still continue to be the family that it is. Yeah. So, thank you very much. So for the Noise users, until we meet again, and for everyone else, I'll see y'all soon.